Hey guys, Ranzi here. These are times when animals went on a rampage. A bull suddenly breaks loose and sends everyone nearby running for their lives as chaos erupts. Meanwhile, an elephant appears to go on a full-blown rampage through the streets, leaving everyone scrambling to get out of its way. Luckily, no one was injured. Then an ordinary day takes a wild turn when a frightened deer crashes straight through the sides of a house. Elsewhere, a furious rhino repeatedly charges after a safari van, refusing to let the vehicle escape its territory. Then things get even stranger when a massive ape grabs onto a person's shirt and refuses to let go, even with the cage between them.
Leave me alone, please, I have new gin.
Meanwhile, two enormous giants collide as an elephant and rhino battle over territory, turning the area into a dangerous war zone. Moments later, a kangaroo becomes furious enough to start smashing against a homeowner's window, leaving everyone inside stunned.
Oh crap. Yeah, you need to keep.
Then an unexpected visitor casually wanders into a shop as a curious camel decides to explore the place for itself. But the chaos escalates when an elephant catches the smell of a barbecue and flips over a tourist car while trying to get closer to the food. Elsewhere, a group of mischievous monkeys steals a tourist's bag before suddenly turning aggressive and trying to attack. And things get even more chaotic when a group of monkeys suddenly swarms a Chinese police officer, leaving him badly outnumbered. Moments later, a tiger suddenly turns on its owner, forcing him to react quickly before the attack can get worse. Back at the zoo, a crocodile suddenly lunges at a keeper. Then one woman makes a terrifying mistake by climbing into a tiger enclosure to retrieve her hat, only for the tiger to suddenly go into attack mode.
Tourists at Toronto Zoo looked on in horror.
Meanwhile, one man quickly regrets offering a monkey a banana when the animal breaks it apart and angrily throws it away. As if the day couldn't get any stranger, an alligator suddenly turns up right outside someone's home. Moments later, a bear starts chasing a man only to suddenly give up and leave him completely confused. Then one man makes a risky decision by offering a bear a treat through his car window, only for the animal to suddenly lunge at him. And a lioness almost goes into full attack mode before realizing the person in front of her is actually her owner. Then things get terrifying when a pride of lions chases a man through the wilderness, forcing him to scramble up a tree for safety. Elsewhere, a group of tourists get some very unexpected visitors when seagulls and a sea lion suddenly invade their boat. Not every close encounter ends in chaos though, as one confident deer casually crosses a busy road like it knows exactly where it's going. Then another man gets far too close to a wild turtle, attempting to kiss it before the animal suddenly bites him right on the lips. Meanwhile, a massive elephant warns a group of tourists that they've crossed the line, forcing them to slowly back away. Then a man finds himself in a terrifying chase when a wild mother jaguar suddenly comes after him.
No!
As if that wasn't dangerous enough, one man finds himself wrestling with a bear in an unbelievable struggle for survival. Then a safari takes an unexpected turn when a wild lion approaches the vehicle and gives the driver a surprisingly close hug. But a tree isn't enough to escape one determined bear, as it keeps waiting below while the terrified man remains stuck above.
Коля, ноги дергай.
Then an elephant appears to have had enough of the tourists getting close to their van. Moments later, another wild elephant gives one unlucky man a terrifying chase as he desperately tries to get away. Meanwhile, a safari lunch gets an unexpected guest when a curious elephant decides to walk right up and join.
It's another boy.
Not far away, a wild lion suddenly starts chasing a safari vehicle, turning the tourists' adventure into a race for safety. Meanwhile, two of nature's most powerful predators come face to face as a bear and a lion face an extraordinary confrontation. Then, a hippo decides an open-roof safari vehicle has gotten far too close, sending it racing away from the furious giant. And an ordinary day at a wine shop takes a bizarre turn when a leopard suddenly wanders inside as an unexpected customer. It gets even crazier when a man tries to stop a kangaroo from approaching a woman, but the animal refuses to back down. Meanwhile, a man on the highway gets a terrifying surprise when a bear suddenly comes after him. And things get even wilder when a massive elephant casually takes over a road, forcing everyone to keep their distance. But this hyena seems to have picked the wrong dinner table, approaching a group of people before realizing nobody's going to run. Subscribe if you love animals.
Hostia, tú tampoco mola tanto, ¿no?
Then, in one unbelievable test of strength, the man goes head-to-head with a lion in a rope-pulling battle.
No, not today. Come on, bro.
And this lion apparently decides a safari car is the perfect place to hitch a ride, casually jumping onto the bonnet. But there's no relaxing on this beach when a group of wild monkeys suddenly surrounds and tries attacking a man. And if that wasn't enough, one man finds himself in a bizarre showdown with an angry ostrich. Somehow, this encounter goes in the opposite direction as a man confidently gives a bear a high five on the side of the road. Meanwhile, a deer tries to take on a passing truck, apparently unaware of just how badly outmatched it is. Then, in a much less hostile encounter, a tiger casually sneaks into a campsite and acts like it belongs there. And sometimes, the wild simply passes right by as a massive American bison casually walks alongside passing cars.
Open that one.
Oh my goodness.
But these cows aren't letting the cyclist pass without a proper inspection, stopping to check him out before finally letting him continue. Then a huge elephant spots a man on his bike and gives chase, forcing him to jump off and run for his life. And this family gets an unwelcome visitor when a bear approaches their parked car and tries to get inside.
Don't f with the Mercedes. Oh.
Meanwhile, a safari van learns that today's exploration is over when an elephant decides to block the entire path. But this kid suddenly finds himself being chased by a turkey that seems way more aggressive than anyone expected. And right beside a camp's dining area, two rhinos suddenly start fighting, turning a peaceful meal into a front row seat to chaos. Things get even more intense when a whole group of rhinos charges straight toward a safari van. But this crocodile appears out of nowhere to scare a group of people, only to seemingly lose its nerve and run away itself. And this man gets a nasty surprise when an emu suddenly decides to touch him.
Oh, he got you again, didn't he?
Meanwhile, an elk makes it very clear that humans have wandered too close to its territory, chasing them away. And these hyenas take things to another level when they surround a car, seemingly mistake it for their next meal. Then a rhino goes completely rogue, charging straight down a street in Nepal as people scramble to get out of its way. And this kangaroo seems determined to prove just how powerful it is, showing off its muscles right in front of a human. But the flexing quickly turns into a real fight when two kangaroos start battling it out in someone's backyard.
Boys. Ooh.
And this man climbs a tree to escape a chasing bear, but the bear refuses to give up and keeps waiting below.
And this guy is coming up the tree. So, that's terrifying. Hey, buddy. Don't eat me, please.
A wild lion suddenly wanders into the middle of a city, leaving everyone nearby stunned by the unexpected sight. Meanwhile, a lizard climbs onto a man sneakily.
Whoop.
Things get tense when a tiger tries to attack a dog at the zoo, only for the glass between them to stop the encounter from going any further. A peaceful hike with their dog takes a terrifying turn when a bear suddenly appears and starts chasing the couple and their pet.
Lola! Hey, you're too close! Lola, come here! Come on, Lo! Go, Bear, go!
Go there!
Elsewhere, a man gets an unexpected sprinting partner when an emu suddenly starts chasing him through the wild. And when a sloth tries to cross the road, its slow journey turns into a traffic-stopping spectacle as cars are forced to wait.
Poor guy.
And even a simple fish offering goes wrong when an angry seal rejects the gesture. A family picnic turns into a nightmare when a hungry bear wanders in and eats nearly everything, leaving the group completely traumatized. Not far away, a man recording a brown bear gets far too close for comfort. Elsewhere, a relaxing safari getaway takes a bizarre turn when a hyena surrounds a wild deer that has wandered into a guest house's hot tub. Then residents get a frightening surprise when several lionesses wander right up to the front door of a house.
I couldn't get into our house.
No, I can't.
And when a buffalo suddenly decides to charge at a human, the peaceful encounter quickly turns into a dangerous standoff. A dog finds itself in serious trouble when a bear suddenly charges toward it. Meanwhile, a group of wild boars casually takes over the middle of a highway, forcing drivers to navigate around the unexpected roadblock. A man gets in an unforgettable scare when a shark swims dangerously close, bringing the predator far closer than he probably wanted. And when an angry elk marches onto an icy road, it refuses to move, leaving frustrated drivers completely stuck behind it.
He's upset. Oh. See if I can draw attention away from you. I was looking for his papa, that 10-pointer.
Then things get even more chaotic when two runaway cows suddenly burst into a store, leaving destruction in their wake. Then a group of humans finds itself blocking the path of a giant gorilla, which calmly approaches to make sure they get out of the way. Meanwhile, a wildlife photographer faces the ultimate test of composure when a curious lion decides to play with him. Just when a guided wildlife walk seems peaceful, a lion suddenly appears much closer to the group than anyone expected. A male gorilla grabs a young girl by the hair, but a female gorilla immediately steps in to stop him. Meanwhile, a massive silverback steps into traffic, carefully blocking the road as he escorts his family safe across. Elsewhere, an angry horse suddenly turns on a man, sending him biking for his life. And a young girl gets the scare of her life when a determined primate suddenly starts chasing her. Meanwhile, drivers in a city are forced to stop when a lion casually strolls down the street as if it owns the road. Just when traffic seems to return to normal, two lions calmly take over the road and force drivers to slow down. A man gets a terrifying surprise in his own backyard when a massive bull moose appears, forcing him to make a quick retreat into a shed. Meanwhile, a man running from a chasing cow loses his footing and takes a dramatic tumble. And shoppers get an unexpected visitor when a curious black bear casually strolls into a store like it's looking for something to buy. Elsewhere, a frightened deer crashes straight through a window in a desperate attempt to escape whatever it's chasing it. As if that wasn't enough, a tiger casually walks down a road as though the entire place belongs to it. In a much calmer encounter, a fox introduces her tiny babies while spending time right on a homeowner's front lawn. But the peaceful neighborhood atmosphere doesn't last long when a bear suddenly wanders through the city streets, leaving residents stunned. Elsewhere, a tiger roams through the city streets after escaping the zoo, turning an ordinary day into a terrifying spectacle. As if one wild animal wasn't enough, a huge group of snow wolves suddenly gathers outside a hotel room.
What y'all doing?
In a parking lot becomes an unusual gathering spot for a group of eagles. Then a group of lions casually takes over an entire road, leaving traffic with no choice but to wait. And residents get another unexpected visitor when a lioness is spotted freely roaming through the streets. And while most animals stick to the ground, one lion casually crosses a bridge as if it's simply another part of its territory. Finally, 6 male lions make an entire road their personal walkway as they calmly march straight down the middle. Elsewhere, a massive moose suddenly appears in a neighborhood, turning an ordinary day into an unexpected wildlife encounter. And this crocodile quickly retreats when a fearless house dog comes toward it. When a pride of hungry lions closes in, an entire herd of buffalo bands together and fights to drive them away. A lion sends a warthog flying, but the little fighter quickly gets back on its feet and makes a run for it. Meanwhile, a crocodile tries to ambush a lion crossing the river but completely misses its chance to strike. Elsewhere, a massive rhino comes face to face with a lion, creating a tense standoff where neither animal wants to back down. But the odds are completely against one lion when it finds itself facing an entire clan of aggressive hyenas. Meanwhile, 3 venomous cobras become tangled in a fierce battle, with none of them willing to give up ground. Meanwhile, a dog picks a fight with a cat, only to realize far too late that it has surrounded itself with an entire feline army. Elsewhere, 2 powerful deer act like friends. But when a bear gets too close, a fearless pack of dogs refuses to back down, chasing it away and sending it running. A confident dog picks the wrong opponent when it decides to challenge a fearless goat that refuses to be intimidated. And 2 enormous brown bears settle their rivalry the only way they know how, with a fierce fight for dominance. And when 2 gigantic elephants square off, their incredible size and strength make for a breathtaking contest of power. Elsewhere, a rhino and an African buffalo charge straight into each other in a head-on territorial battle. And despite their tiny size, 2 ground squirrels square up and turn a simple encounter into an unexpectedly fierce fight. 2 powerful kangaroos rise onto their tails and start trading thunderous kicks in a surprisingly intense showdown. Meanwhile, 2 massive silverback gorillas clash in a powerful battle for dominance. A curious hyena gets too close to a cheetah and quickly receives a warning swipe telling it exactly who's in charge. 2 massive hippos suddenly erupt into a violent territorial battle, turning the peaceful surroundings into a chaotic showdown. High in the treetops, a leopard takes a risky leap as it attempts to catch a monkey. And 2 powerful horses rear up and clash, turning their confrontation into a dramatic contest of strength. Meanwhile, 2 stubborn groundhogs square up and turn a seemingly harmless encounter into an unexpectedly intense face-off. 5 hungry hyenas surround 2 young lionesses, creating a tense standoff where neither side could make the first move. And 2 horses settle their rivalry with a fierce clash of kicks, strength, and raw determination. Elsewhere, 2 determined rams smash their horns together. 2 stubborn rams refuse to give an inch as they repeatedly slam their horns together in relentless clash. I found animals who saved humans' lives. Click the video on the screen to watch.